Welcome to Bold Ventures TV, sister show to Bold Ventures Radio, brought to you by Atlantic Sea Island Properties, Org PR LLC, and Cyforth Shaw.
My guest tonight is Sherwin Krug. He is the CEO of AppointmentCity, which in October of 2009 added 25,000 dental practices to its website. Sherwin hails from South Africa, and prior to founding AppointmentCity, he was COO of MFG.com. You're booking airline tickets and you're booking, dinner reservations online. But then when you start to move into healthcare, that gets to be a little bit more personal. And, is the patient-doctor relationship ready to move out into the internet? So number one. And then number two, what level of privacy and security do you have around the site so that, Joe Smith down the street from me can't see that I've booked an appointment? So how do you deal with those two things?
The majority of us go to Google to find out what is wrong with us. Google knows what's wrong with us before we even know ourselves what's wrong with us, whether it's back pain, whatever it is. So we are going to the internet to find healthcare information. WebMD is highly trafficked, millions of hits every single day. We go to a variety of other sites to find out healthcare information. There's a whole industry, I think probably the largest number of blogs are around healthcare. So people are going there right now. The estimates are at least 50% of people don't have health insurance coverage right now, so they don't have those providers. They don't have that relationship yet with those doctors. If you do have a relationship with the doctor, it may be through through your company and a health insurer, United Healthcare, for example. You go to their website to find out who those doctors are in your neighborhood. And you go into those sites, which, apologies to United Healthcare, but they are pretty miserable searches, and across the board, it's not just United, they're all pretty miserable searches. You put in your zip code, all you get is 3 or 4 bits of information.
That's
you
right.
get a name, you get an address,
where they're located,
a phone number, and miles from your zip code.
No, you're right
no
about
pictures,
that.
no reviews,
nothing
about where they went to medical, dental school,
That's
etc.
right.
So if people are going to the internet right now, we have taken kind of a step further by giving you full reviews, profiles, and actually those available appointments. So we are about the appointment inventory. So it's already moving there anyway. A lot of dentists, doctors are starting to actually have one-on-one appointment booking pieces on their website where they do have websites.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Why would a dentist want to turn over, or a doctor want to turn over their appointment book to you when they could build that into their own website?
Great question. We're actually not getting them to turn over their appointment book. We're getting them to market their open hours on our site.
Okay.
So they keep their full appointment book with their patient records intact. We have no access to that. They just are pushing out their open hours where they have availability onto the open internet.
Well, okay, so what about the privacy question?
We are very, very cognizant of privacy. We've been accredited by the HON network, which is a group out of Geneva that looks at healthcare companies and makes sure that they are doing things appropriately from a privacy as well as from a business perspective. We use the Amazon servers, which are HIPAA accredited.
Okay.
We don't capture any patient data beyond the fact that you have a toothache. So we capture your name, your birth date, and the fact that you have a toothache, but nothing else. If you have bleeding gums, etc., things like that, there's no way to even put that into our system.
Healthcare legislation. You were talking about 50% of Americans don't have health care. Well, it looks like that's about to change.
It's changing.
So how has that impacted your business model?
Well, it hasn't really changed the model. When we formed the business, obviously this was still in the healthcare legislation was talked about, etc. Obviously it's now coming about, it's not fully there. It's going to take a couple of years to implement. But there's a thirst for knowledge right now. Those people who don't have dentists or doctors, etc., want to know where can I go get information about those people, those dentists, those doctors. Where they're going to go, they're not going to go to the sites of Cigna and Aetna, etc., because they don't have a relationship there. They're going to go to the open internet once again, do the research, find out more about those doctors and dentists, and then hopefully book those appointments.
Thanks for watching Bold Ventures TV, sister show to Bold Ventures Radio, brought to you by Atlantic Sea Island Properties, Org PR LLC, and Cyforth Shaw. Each week, Gene Creech interviews interesting entrepreneurs from around the country. If you have a guest suggestion, send Gene an email at gene@boldventuresprogram.com.